DJ Omi D.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen. It is your Super Bowl Sunday show with the best people in the business. Lapjacks, Jay Whitey, and Omi D coming at you 1, 2, 3 for the Super Bowl. Hey, fellas.
It's like this and like that, like this.
That's a little better.
Look. It's been a long journey, fellas. We made it through a whole season. We're at the Super Bowl. And it's not a bowl. It's actually just a trophy with a football on top of it. It's cool. I'm not judging. It's okay.
It's nice. It's pretty. It's get your name on it.
Probably worth more than your job.
Oh, it is. I've seen it before. When I was doing media early on, when the Super Bowl was in Dallas, I was working at a radio station, and we had press passes to go out to check out like the unveiling of the Super Bowl trophy at Tiffany's, because they always unveil it at Tiffany's because Tiffany's does the trophy. So we were at North Park Tiffany's, and they unveil it, and I'm looking, and I'm like, oh, I thought it was so much bigger. Like, I totally understand chicks now. Like, I thought it was so much bigger. Like, it looks so much bigger in the picture, but you know, it's a very expensive. It's a very expensive trophy, and you know, an interesting thing I didn't know about this: when they make it, they actually make a prediction of who's going to win the Super Bowl and put that inside of the trophy and seal it up. And so, you know, unless you want to tear it apart, which is a very expensive trophy.
So they don't make it until the 2 weeks before the Super Bowl?
Yeah, they just throw it together.
Is that why they get a week? Is that why they get a week off? Is because it takes so long for them to make that stupid?
Yeah, they got to get it back.
They got to
get through customs.
They got all the pieces together. They just got to get a couple guys out there from East Texas.
And I'm sure they just mold that thing all together, and some poor bastard's got some little piece of real fine sandpaper. He sits there and polishes that shit all day long. It's kind of like baseball, right? Handmade, 8 cents a ball.
It's perfect.
At least that's how it used to be.
It used to be. I think
before they got in trouble for extorting fucking their employees in foreign countries.
It happens. It happens. You know, this is America. You know, don't let them catch you slipping. Look, hold on. Boom. I let the cat out the bag early. Anyway, it's the Super Bowl show. We've had a great run at it. You know, Lapjacks ended up being the regular season champion with an amazing landslide victory, and you know,
yeah, he kicked our ass.
Yeah,
it wasn't even close.
Bro, but you are the most veteran sports bettor, I would say, amongst the group. I've learned a lot from you this season, and I will say this much: coming in,
like it.
Look, whoa! I did. I learned a lot. I learned a lot at the end of the season, and you know. Look, we got a comment right there. Booyah! Look, it's fancy and shit. So I learned a lot, but I didn't ask questions to the end of the season. So, you know, if I would have asked questions earlier, but you know, I had to talk shit first run. But next season, I got the trophy. I'm doing 2-0. I'm getting regular season and playoffs next year.
Yeah, okay.
All right, we're gonna pick it a little different today. Yeah, start her off right.
Pick a little different. We can
bring a little something for the people.
I think I got that order right. Is that we got the right order right here on the camera? Number 1, 2, and 3.
I'm 1. There you go.
There you
go. 2, 3. All right, there we go. So we got the Super Bowl. You know, everybody knows who this is going to be. It's the Rams versus the Cincinnati Bengals, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know who saw this one coming from the beginning of the season, not me, but it's here. So I don't know. First person up to bat is Jay Whitey. Who you got?
Man, I look at it and I see Joe Burrow's offensive line is still down their left tackle. Kansas City does have a good defense. They did get after him a little bit, and he threw the ball around last week. I do
2
think
weeks ago.
Like 2 weeks ago,
yeah.
Same thing, right?
No,
I think Von Miller and Aaron Donald are going to give him problems. They're going to be in the backfield all day long. I do think he's going to throw quite a bit. I do think they're going to put up quite a bit of points. I do not think they're going to put up enough points to keep up with Stafford. I think Cooper Kupp's going to give Eli Apple hell. This is going to be a wide receiver show. It's going to be a track meet. Rams 37, Cincinnati 34. I am going Cincinnati with the points, but I'm picking the Rams to win.
First off, that little bit there you spit at the end, that's the next slide. So why don't you keep it in your pants a little longer?
Sorry.
I don't know. You said something bonehead. Oh, yeah. The boneheaded statement. All these sacks that are going to happen, except they're still going to put up 75 points, right?
Yeah.
So whatever. No, you can't have it both ways.
There's going to be turnovers. Turnovers add to quick points.
They're going to run all those back? I mean, what's going to happen here? I mean, you can't keep turning the ball over and then expect the score to go high. That's not how it works, Joey. You don't get points for interceptions.
Don't buy into the rat poison. Don't buy into the rat poison, like Nick Saban says. Don't buy into the rat poison.
You're just being silly.
All right.
Sure, I'm sure there will probably be a sack or two, but they sure handled themselves pretty well against Kansas City. I'm not too worried about anything. Their defense obviously handles Kansas City very well. So, any questions about speed? I'm not concerned with it. You can't tell me that Kansas City doesn't have one of the fastest teams in the NFL.
Fucking grease
lightning, right? I mean, he
got his
Debo. He's the original Debo Samuels, right? He's just not as physical.
Yep.
They dealt with speed. I don't think it's going to be any big shock to these guys. For whatever reason, their defense managed to step up. It's just like I said, man. They had a whole week off, and there's a lot of crap going on around the Super Bowl too, right? So. Who knows what the heck's going to happen when it comes down to it? But if everything holds true and they play as if they should, it's going to be the Bengals. I think they'll end up winning the game outright.
Yeah, you got Bengals outright. That's kind of an interesting call. Like, I've been riding off of the Joe Burrow train most of the season. Just
trying to tell y'all, watch out for Joe Burrow.
But like I said,
there's not even a train.
No.
Okay.
Like,
but they don't have. Do they even have trains in Cincinnati?
No, they don't.
They do. Yes, they do. I ran across the Ohio River and I looked to the left, and there was a freaking train track. So they got it.
Diesel track.
WKRP used to be there.
The Underground Railroad was the first one there. Like, trust you. That's why there's a very good museum there. But the thing about it is the Cincinnati Bengals
used to be there. It used to be in L.A. It just took place there. Or maybe it was New York, but it wasn't in it there.
Cincinnati wins the game outright. The Bengals are hot. They've had 2 weeks to rest all of the injured people, just as well as the Rams have had 2 weeks to rest all of the injured people. But one thing I've noticed in this playoff run, there have been a couple of teams who have been able to mitigate that Rams rush deep into the third, maybe to the beginning of the fourth quarter. If you can kind of keep Von Miller silent on the rush deep into the third quarter, and the way Joe Burrow, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not saying this guy's Peyton Manning. I'm in no manner calling this young man.
He just throws it up into the air, and he's got a good receiver.
The thing about it is, that's either
way. Good receivers.
He's accurate enough to throw the ball to get it where it needs to be. That's what he said. That's what I said. He's accurate enough. I didn't say he was accurate. Like, he's not Robin Hood, but he's accurate enough. And the thing about it is, we got to give this young man props. If he wasn't accurate enough to get at least to the point where luck can help him win the game, then, it is what it is. But as the thing is, I'm going to ride this train, and I'm also going to ride on the train with the Simpsons, because they seem to have been right about a lot of predictions early on. I watched the episode, and I know that the lock went the other way, but it's still, the writers have been very accurate on their predictions. So that's what I'm gonna roll. But you know what? We got one more pick coming for you, ladies and gentlemen. I know a lot of people have been waiting for this pick all season long. Ghost and Sterling are going to bring you their Super Bowl picks, ladies and gentlemen. Look, if you want to bet the farm on anything, bet the farm on these two, because here they go. It's official. We've got the who they played. We've got the Rams. It's time. Ghosty and Sterling are making their picks. We're starting with the veteran, Ghosty.
Ghosty's ready to make his pick for the Super Bowl. He knows who he wants to pick, ladies and gentlemen. This is the veteran along with the young rookie. Ghosty, you've been retired for 2 seasons, but are you ready to tell the ladies and gentlemen who are going to win the Super Bowl, Ghosty? Determination, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see who's going to win. Oh, he goes for the who they play first. Who they gonna say they gonna beat them Bengals? Round 2. We've got who they, and we got the Rams. It's time for the youngster Sterling to make his pick. Ghosty's like, I'll make another pick. Sterling, it's your second time picking a Super Bowl in your lifetime, son. You're moving on to the age of 3. Are you going to give the ladies and gentlemen what they need? They need to win money, Sterling. It's up to you. Who wins the Super Bowl? Sterling goes for, oh my gosh, he went for who they first. He went for who they first. Sterling, who they say gonna beat them Bengals?
Look, if you can't bet on these two, ladies and gentlemen, you can bet on the 3 of us. So somebody's gonna be right because we've all said the Bengals are gonna take this one.
Somebody's gonna be right.
I said all 3 of us.
No, we're all gonna be wrong.
No way. It's all on our side. We're all gonna win. Everybody's betting with us. They're gonna win because it's the Super Bowl and they got that smooth ass Grand Theft Auto background right there. They didn't think we noticed that. But look, we got total scores because if there is a tie and everybody
Miami Vice back there.
Yeah, same thing. That's what Vice City looked like. GTA Vice City.
I was pretty sure all them palm trees are dying in California.
Yeah.
You about to go and find out, son.
Yeah. So we got tiebreaker. And so the tiebreaker is going to be total points. So we got Jay Whitey. He's going 37, 34, 71 points. He's totally blasting the over and under by like 50 or something like that.
Pow.
You know, Omi D is rolling with the 34, 31. You've seen it all week this week on social media on the Simpsons post. I'm rolling with that. Why not roll with the Simpsons for a score? It doesn't really fucking matter. And so, boom, 65 points is the total. And Lapjacks in the game, ladies and gentlemen, Cincinnati 27-23 and total 50 points. So as it stands, me and Jay Whitey are at 5-5.
Well, I just like to
5
say
and 7.
something. When I get the score absolutely correct, when the final score of this game is Cincinnati 27 and the Rams 23, I don't think there's any argument at that point. I will,
yeah, and I will happily buy you your bottle of whiskey if you hit the score on the head.
Yeah, that's
agree, OBD.
Yeah, that's impressive.
I'll give it to him.
Fucking impressive.
I'll give it to him.
But other than that, then I'll expect mine.
I think you're full of shit, but
yeah,
be cool.
Yeah. No, it's but the thing about it is, even with the over and under being 48, you know, at 50,
I want to know what happens when the final score ends up being 68.
68. Oh,
everybody already picked. Oh, you're talking about
but what happens when the final score is actually 68?
Best regular season record wins.
It's literally right in the middle of you guys. I mean, you didn't make this any easier. Your little tiebreaker could certainly still end in a tie.
It'll be who's closest to.
It'll be who wins the game. I picked the Rams to win. He picks the Cincinnati to win. How about that?
There it is. There it is. My bottle.
I just want to make sure everything's clear before we go get in, because I'd love to throw that wrench in there at the very end. But I'd point out to everybody the failures you have in your so-called tiebreaker.
You would be the one to analyze that.
There you go.
Let's be honest. I mean, you can't have it be even number. It has to be an odd number. Otherwise, there's a chance it could fall in between. So
yeah, there you go.
All good.
At least we picked Cincinnati, and I picked Cincinnati. He picked the Rams. So
any prop bets out there that you think are going to hit pretty easily, guys?
Pretty easily?
Yeah. You think it's like
there's never any that are pretty easy, and if those are
okay, like Aristotle, Seraphocles, whatever your name is.
I say the national anthem is like something like 90 seconds or 95 seconds or something over and under. I say that's gonna be that pick. I say it's over. So because I don't really know who this young lady is, so I feel like she's got her 1 minute in the 90 seconds in the fame. She's going to use it and milk it for all she's got. So
yeah. So she's gonna sing for less time.
no, she's gonna go for over 95 seconds.
No, okay.
Yeah. Yes.
That's not
And
something I would bet on.
96 and a half. She's gonna stretch it. I think everybody's gonna stretch it. I
They're
think
gonna-
I
Dr.
mean, if
They're gonna
I
cut it
think
to the
if I think
commercial.
if I think Cincinnati's gonna win outright, then I'm gonna take. I don't think they'll win probably by more than like 14 points or something like that. It's not gonna be a blowout. So there's options out there where I could take. You can take the Bengals to win by like between 1 and 13 points for like plus 213.
Mhm.
So it's 2-1. So that's not a bad choice. And then there's another one I saw. Like kind of like the exact win. If the Bengals win between 1 and 3 points, you get like 3-1 odds. And if they was it 1 to 3 or maybe it was like 1 to 6. And then from like 7 to 13 or 7 to 14 or something like that, it was like 7-1 odds. So there's some out there. It just depends on kind of what you think is going to happen. There's 100 and 200 bets out there. So at least on my thing, and I don't even have national anthem crap. So
Yep. So it's for like 250. So all right. Well, it's been a fun show, ladies and gentlemen. We
The
got one more
halftime show is going to be great.
that is going to be the most
Great,
awesome.
son.
that's
halftime
not
show.
what I've been hearing on some news channels.
Blah blah blah.
Are you watching Fox?
You watching Fox?
That's who it's done. No, that's who it's done.
The halftime show is going to be a
Oh my
travesty.
God, it's
There's going
gonna
to
be
be so many
terrible. Terrible.
Eminem's going to be out there with those people. It's like, oh my gosh, like they're going to push their entire 11 minutes to 15 minutes.
Well, I'm
and
sure we had anybody from like Pitbull or something like that was there. They'd probably be screaming, "Oh, La Migra, La Migra!"
yeah, it would be a problem. It'd be a problem. Like, yeah, it's no problem. Like, hey, they're just upset that they haven't had a country artist come and perform at the Super Bowl.
Because nobody likes fucking country.
Thank you. I saw a meme that said country is just farm emo music.
You listen to NASCAR. You watch NASCAR.
It definitely ain't what it used to be. I
Yeah.
mean, that's for sure.
It is, but we're not here to argue about country music. But next week, ladies and gentlemen, when we come to you live, we'll tell you who wins the bottle of liquor
We're
and that
coming live
person.
next week?
Well, I mean, we're live
Omar will be
every-
coming live when he's videotaping him sending me a bottle of liquor.
Now that won't be happening because I am the professional and I will win. I am the greatest comeback champ. I am the Bengals, ladies and gentlemen, and I will win. We'll catch you guys next week.
Rawr.
We're out.
Enjoy the Super Bowl.